My name's Reese and I'm the worm farm coordinator for the North Richmond Estate. Up until now, there's been no green waste management on the estate. So the purpose of this project is basically to start a solution to that problem. So we've gotten a worm farm through the Yarra Climate Action Grant, and that means we're going to have the capacity to process about 70 kilos of waste every week. This project is really important because the amount of waste currently going into landfill from this estate is huge. When food scraps go into landfill, there's a massive amount of carbon dioxide that's produced, as well as methane. So if we can reduce that and change the way that people manage their waste in their homes, that's a huge amount of impact that we can have on the climate crisis.
My name's Simone. I'm a workshop facilitator with Cultivating Community. We've been introducing the local people who work within this hub how to put their food scraps into this worm farm that we have available here for them. So you can actually start your own worm farms at home. So they could be a really large-scale hungry bin where you can put in probably up to 5 to 10 kilos per day, down to the really small tower bins that you can buy at Bunnings, say for instance, where you might be putting in maybe a cup to 2 cups of waste or kitchen scraps per day. They're a great way to reduce the waste going into landfill.
There's 2 byproducts produced in a worm farm. One's the leachate or worm tea, and the other one is a vermicast, or we call it black gold. These byproducts are so fantastic. They've got nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, and then trace elements of magnesium and calcium. We'll be using these across the estate, as well as allowing the public housing community gardens to have access to these as well. We'll be growing heaps of produce in those gardens, so that vermicast is going to be used to add nutrients and really help build that soil. We harvest those crops from the community gardens and we take them over to the kitchen in the Hyatt Street garden. We have a baking group on Fridays, and those beautiful greens that we've harvested are going to be used to make pizzas and focaccias and sold in the caravan. All of the scraps from that kitchen baking group are going to come back to our worm farm, and we're going to keep continuing that cycle.
I actually love worms and think they're the best animals in the world. We don't have much topsoil in Australia, and they've helped within our local areas to create a topsoil that's really nutritious. It puts a lot of good bacteria and a lot of good enzymes into our soil and our garden.
The response we've had is so good. Everyone's really excited about the possibility of being able to manage their waste properly. We really hope that we're going to have a lasting impact on this estate.